Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is the Divinely Guided Tarot, and in today's video I am doing a reading for the sign of Cancer for January 2025. So I want to say welcome, and I also want to just say this before we go ahead and get started. This is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, please leave it behind for the collective that it will. And even if you're seeing this and it's not January 2025, I believe that you were meant to see this message or come across this message for a reason. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be tapping into the tarot cards as well as some oracle cards just to gain some further insight. But let's go ahead and see what is coming for you, Cancer. English is hard, all right? English is very hard at the moment, all right? So let's go ahead and tap into this, see what is going on with you, Cancer, in January 2025. Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer for January 2025, please? What messages do we have for Cancer, January 2025? Okay, right off the bat, we have a flyer. All right, let's see. Okay, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, that's a very family-oriented card. It's the home card. Whoa, two more flyers. All right. Five of Cups in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So first, I just want to do a little rundown of the suits. I like to do this in every video now, just in case, we want to get further insight. With the Wands energy has to do with your motivation levels. And again, I already said that this card is a home-oriented card. It's a family card. It just kind of points us in the direction that there's something going on as it pertains to your home, all right, and your family. But also, it's a card of celebration. As you can see here, these two individuals are holding up flowers, it looks like. So there's some sort of celebration. It also looks like, I forget what you call this, but it's like at the weddings. So some people might be getting married, you might be attending a wedding. Not entirely sure. We'll tap more into that later. And then the Cups energy has to do with relationships, but also the emotional side of your being. Okay, so the Five of Cups in reverse is all about just moving on from something. So in conjunction with that first one, it could be moving away from home, moving away from, I don't know, like I do think it's more so home. I don't think it's like moving. I was going to say moving away from like somebody that like you married or something. That might be for some of you. I don't think that's like for all of you, but some of you might be moving away from something that you once celebrated, like you were married, but now you're not. You're in the process of getting divorced. But again, that's not going to apply for everybody here. So let's just go ahead into this. The Pentacles is the work suit, but it's also the suit of money. And when we see a King of Pentacles in the reverse, it has to do with some sort of unhealthy obsession with something. And typically what this means is, I apologize, let me get a drink real quick. All right, yeah, King of Pentacles, it deals with that unhealthy obsession in the reverse position. It deals with that like obsessive energy as it pertains to something that's unhealthy, whether it's like being very obsessed with physical like objects, like collecting things, buying things just because they're name brand, like whatever it is. It's just there's like an unhealthy obsession with shopping, spending money. Maybe it's in terms of how you want other people to see you. So just constantly like trying to paint this perfect image to everybody else. So there's some sort of obsession that you might have that you need to monitor at this moment. And just watch yourself as it pertains to greed. Like being too involved in money, being too involved in, spending, wanting to look a certain way to other people. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and get some more. Let's go ahead and get another row of tarot cards here. Alright, so we have the Four of Swords coming out. It's pointing more in the reverse position, so we'll go ahead and take it. Okay, so Swords energy, that deals with your intellect and communication. And the Four of Swords in that reverse position just has to deal with you feeling very burnt out by something and super stressed at the moment. Okay, and then we have the Devil card. Alright, so obviously the Devil card is a bit different than the rest. It's a major arcana card, and when we see the Devil, it deals with, what did we just say? Addiction, materialism, putting too much emphasis in, you know, that greedy type of energy. So, yeah, that's confirmation that there's something going on that perhaps you're just not monitoring lately. Alright, and this is Spirit's way of just saying, you know, you need to just pay attention. Pay attention to your spending, your financial situation. But if you're hearing this and it's not resonating, it doesn't have to be a money type of addiction. It could be something else. Again, like I said, just making your life look better, like telling other people that you're fine when really you're not, or just, you know, I don't know, like lying about things being good when really it's not. I don't know. It's just like this, like, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but it's like somebody's like in a marriage and they want to tell everybody else that they're like super happy about it. Too many cards, Spirit. Like, you're unhappy. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Alright, how many cards is here? Too many. It's like somebody's in a marriage and they're not very happy in it, but they tell everybody else that they are. So this is something that you need to kind of tap within yourself to really understand. There is something here that you're unhealthily giving into. So just be aware of that. I want to know where that Four of Wands, though, is. Where that's coming in. Because it's like that home energy. Alright, and then we have a Page of Wands and Two of Swords in reverse. Let me move these over. Okay, so... Alright, so we have that Page of Wands energy, which again has to do with that drive, okay, that motivation that you have, that ambition that you have, etc., etc. It's just essentially how energetic you are towards things. And the Page of Wands in particular deals with being very excited about something, but also just wanting to, you're in like this curious energy. You want to explore things, you want to get out there, right? And this very much resonates with that scenario that some of you might be, I don't know, leaving a marriage. I'm also, what's coming through too is somebody perhaps wants to get a divorce, or they're breaking up with somebody, or they might just be very clouded by the materialistic viewpoints that they're not really watering the relationships that they have. It's almost like this energy like you want to leave and explore and you want to see other options. But then we're seeing that Two of Swords in reverse. And it's the idea that it doesn't matter what choice you make, whether it's to stay, whether it's to go, if that's the scenario. But it's any choice you go, there's not a right choice. And what that could mean is that there's either two choices in front of you that doesn't matter which way you go, they have a list of cons for each. Or it could simply just mean there's no right choice. Like you have free will to choose which one, but neither one of them is right and neither one of them is wrong. Even if society says that, you know, like say your family says it's, you know, wrong to divorce or leave a partner that you've been with for a very long time. That's not inherently wrong, right? It's just society's constructs, it's everybody's viewpoints. So, yeah, it definitely feels like there's this energy around Spirit just trying to communicate to you, Cancer, that you might need to monitor your habits. Okay, what is it that you're drawn to? Go within yourself, like, what is going on here? It's almost like you have this longing for something. Like you want to get out and explore with that Page of Wands. It's almost like you're dissatisfied with something. And dare I say that some of you are just, you're not very satisfied, you're not very happy And that is why you're, you know, in this materialistic type of state. You're obsessed with something. Like, and some of you could just be unhappy in your home life, whether that's, you know, in your marriage, or whether it's like with your kids, or if you're younger and you're still living with your parents. Like, there's like this unhappiness, and you might be just relying on these materialistic things, outside things, to try to fill that void because you're just not happy. And it's like, again, this feeling of, I want to get out, I want to explore, I'm not satisfied, this isn't it. And there's really no right or wrong way, like I said. So let's go ahead and get some additional messages from the Oracle. See what other details we can get for you, Cancer. Right off the bat, we have 2. All right, so look at the bigger pictures coming out for you. Right, and this could be, look at the bigger picture as it pertains to that addiction that you have, or just, you know, are you getting lost in something? Because then we're seeing a new romantic cycle begin. So perhaps maybe it is that unhappiness with a relationship, and that's why we're seeing that Page of Wands. All right. What else? Okay, we're going to let that go. All right, and then prosperity lies ahead. Okay. Yeah, it just feels like you just do need to step back and really look at your life from like an outside perspective. So slow down a little bit. And if you're watching this video, this is step 1. You're trying to reflect, trying to gain some insight. So just taking a step back, really thinking about, you know, those habits that perhaps aren't very healthy. And yeah, I don't know. It's very multidimensional here. I feel like the materialistic aspect is very large. You know, look at that bigger picture, look how it's affecting you, you know, make the changes to essentially stop, you know, splurging or spending. And I do find that once you do that, you kind of allow your bank account to go up, right? And this isn't an isolated issue either, Cancer, right? Because this might be like, okay, well, like you're calling me out, but so many people nowadays struggle with materialism because it's, you know, a societal thing. We want to look a certain way, but also it's just such a large thing, right? Consumerism, it's just such a large thing. You know, there's so much advertising on, you need this, everybody needs more. And then success is measured usually in a society by how much somebody has, or how expensive the things that they are, what? The things that they have, if they're more expensive, then they've made it in life. So again, that's not a right ideology, and you shouldn't base it off of that. All right, so Cancer, if this resonated for you, please let me know down below in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I will see you all in my next video.